press on either side of the eyes. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. I have always felt like a bit of a gaming outsider. I feel like people assume that gaming and ASMR go hand in hand, but it's just not me. I don't have time to sit at a computer for hours on end, but what I do have time for is something guided, something I can de-stress to, and something on my mobile. That's why I'm proud to introduce Raid Shadow Legends as the sponsors of today's ASMR video. What I like most about this game is it doesn't require me to buy expensive equipment. It doesn't require me to learn how to use a controller, and it doesn't require me to become stressed whilst playing it. I can play it wherever I am on the go, while I'm waiting in line for something, or if I get a bit of time before bed to just relax and unwind. The mobile element of the game means that I can pick it up and put it down whenever I want. It's also available on PC too. But don't get it twisted, this RPG mobile game is enjoyed by millions all over the world, over 80 million for that fact. And it really is no surprise why. It has amazing console quality graphics which help make this game so immersive. Not only is this game free to play, but you're also not going to get bored with over 650 completely unique champions to collect from different factions, updating every month for never-ending enjoyment. Raid Shadow Legends is also running a really cool event called Asgard Divide. It runs from August 21st to November 22nd, with players being able to collect 4 champions based off Norse mythology for free. Everyone can get the legendary champion Loki the Deceiver for free simply by logging into Raid for 7 days between now and October 23rd. On sign up, you will immediately get a huge starter pack with an epic champion, Tagwar from the Orc faction, and after reaching level 15 you'll get another starter pack that includes an epic champion, Tyrell from the High Elves faction. Click the link in my description or scan the QR code to get insane bonuses, available only via my link. Don't forget to come and find me under the name ASMR August and join my clan. Now let's get into today's ASMR video. So before we begin the iridology, I need to put some dye into your eye, which will just really allow me to see clearer the nuances in your iris. Okay. So as I'm doing this, I'll explain what we're hoping or not hoping to see today. Okay. So I just need to get a couple of drops. Sorry, I'm not getting this. It needs to be perfect. Make sure. You won't feel a thing. You'll just feel a little bit of liquid entering the eye. Actually has a really pleasant smell. So I'll just do that again. Make sure. Okay. So if you could look directly at my nose. Okay, just holding the eye. And a couple more drops. Perfect. And then on this side. I'll just give you a moment, just blink twice. Okay. It's very windy outside, so luckily we are nice and warm and cozy in here. I'm just going to go in with a couple more drops. Okay, so I'm just going to let that sit for a couple of minutes. So I am an iridologist, okay? I will read your irises. It sounds very strange. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the patterns and nuances in the iris, okay? On both your right and your left, okay? And I'm going to be seeing if there's anything that stands out to me. Now each area is linked to a different part of your body, so your lungs, your skin, your pancreas, your heart, and in my field of work we can see whether there's any sort of issues arising or problems with particular areas. Okay. So do you have any questions at all? Okay. Yeah, no, it won't hurt. I will allow you lots of time to just rest the eyes. I'll give you a few exercises as well. What I will be doing that a lot of other iridologists don't do is providing some accompanying tests to the eyes. I did some additional research and found that we can see a lot of other things that might be going wrong in the body based off of these tests. Okay. Perfect. So I'm going to have you just sitting up nice and straight. So I'm just going to adjust your shoulders. I want you to be relaxed, but I also need to be able to access your eyes comfortably. Okay, so if you could uncross your legs for me. Okay. Alright. Looking a little bit tense in the shoulders, so just relaxing there. Okay. So, how are your eyes doing? Yeah, okay. Alright, so just a little bit around the eyes. Just going to just dab that away. Okay. Now, are there any health problems or anything you're worried in particular about, or you just want a bit of a general assessment? Okay. Okay, we can look at that area. So I can't tell you specific illnesses or anything like that, but I can tell you areas that are showing signs of stress or dis-ease. Okay. So we'll see what we're working with. Perfect. Alright, just wanted to ask you a couple of questions, if that's okay. Are you currently taking any medication? Okay. Just because sometimes it can interact with other areas of the body. Okay. And have you had any major surgeries or illnesses or anything physically significant in the last 12 months? Okay. I'm just going to help that bird along. Okay. Now, in terms of physical symptoms, one moment. Okay, he won't be bothering us anymore. Don't worry, he's fine. Right, physical symptoms. So, right, any joint pain, muscular pain, any musculoskeletal pain? Okay. Okay. Any respiratory issues, whether that's through breathing or your throat, your lungs, sinus areas? Okay. Nervous system. Yep, so that will be physical sensations in the body, anxiety, stress, any strange feelings. Okay. And when did that start? Okay. And stomach, abdominal issues. So, anything around here? Or here? Or down here? Okay. Any senses, so smell, hearing, sight, taste, any disturbances? Okay. And any circulatory problems? So heart, blood, circulation. Okay, let's have a look at your hands. And the other hand. Okay. And so look at your lips. Do you suffer with hypothermia at all? Or, more easily than others? Okay, fine. Sleep, mental health, how's that doing? Okay. Okay. Right. If I've missed anything off, it will be picked up, don't worry. I think I've got a good understanding of your general health. Okay. Perfect. So, what I am going to do first is just assess the eyes and have a initial look. Okay, so I'm going to touch Okay, now you're letting me know if you're feeling any pain or uncomfortable sensations. pressing? Anything here? Okay. Anything here? Just going to press if you close your eyes. Just going to apply a little bit of pressure. And on this side. Okay. Just going to press on either side of the eyes. Okay. Just above. In between. Okay, I'm just going to feel along your orbital rim, which is the bone that the eyeball or the socket sits inside. Do some very gentle touching now. I want to make sure that the nerve that supplies the eye with oxygen, that the nerve that supplies the eye with sensation is intact and working. I'm afraid our friend has returned. We're gonna just focus. Let's hope he finds what he is searching for. Maybe a friend. He seems to have taken refuge on my roof, which is fine. He's very persistent, so we're going to let him if he wants it that badly. So I'm doing some gentler touching. And you're not feeling any numbness or tingling, anything like that. Okay. Alright, now I want to just test to see if your eyeballs are coming out more than they should. So I'm just going to use this tool, if that's okay. I hope you look directly at my nose. Slight indiscrepancy between the two eyes, but I would say that was normal. Do you ever feel like a pressure behind the eyes or feeling your pulse? Okay. Perfect. I'm now going to take a swab from each eye, okay? Okay. Now I've got a couple of specialist sponges. I'm going to be testing how much moisture is in the eyes. Okay, that's normal. Let's see how that dye is coming along. Okay, I think we're just about ready to start with the iridology. I want to just have a look at first is your pupil size. Okay, so it's good for the current lighting settings, so normal. Okay, so let's start on this side. So what I'm going to do first is just have a little look and just see if there's anything that stands out. Okay, just comparing the other eye. Okay, so far the only thing that's standing out to me is the liver, okay, indicating that there may be some imbalance with fatty acids, okay, your lipids. On the other side, I'm not seeing that. Getting a little bit on the small intestine on the other side. Okay. I've just got a chart. I'm just gonna have a look, see what I can see. Okay, so I'm now going to take a closer look at the eye. Okay, so I'm just looking at your heart, your kidneys, liver. There is something on the liver there. Okay, looking at the stomach, intestines. Yeah, okay. definitely getting a good idea. Okay. Okay, do you want to blink a couple of times? I don't want you to get stingy or burny eyes. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to lift up your eyelid. Perfect. I get you to look to the left, look to the right, look down, and up, and then again, looking to the left, to the right, down, and up. Okay. Just going to change the setting. It's getting nice and close. Having a look. Okay. Okay, while I have this up, I'm going to take a look at this eye. So, looking straight at me, let's have a look. I'm going to go straight ahead and look at the liver on this side. And the liver is looking. There's some slight patterning, but it's okay. Small intestine, there are some darker lines around it, and I'm seeing a tiny spot. Okay, let's have a look at the large intestine. Yep, it's not too bad. Definitely picking up some issues with your nutrients, your diet. I'll explain at the end, okay? So, I'm just going to go in again. I'm just going to take a look around now as I look at your skin. Okay. Brain. Okay, that's all good. Let's have a look on this side. I'm just taking in. Let's see what we're doing here. The pancreas is looking good. just going to take a closer look now at the intestine on this side. Seeing up there is a small dot forming. Okay, so just dabbing there, collecting some tears. Okay. Okay, that's one last look. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just measure something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, really good symmetry between the two eyes there. Okay. Look, I'm just going to have a little look on your body. Some other signs. Any pain when I'm pressing there? Okay. Here. Okay. About there. Okay. A little bit here. Okay. Okay, just gonna have a look at the palms of your hands, if that's alright. Okay, on this side. Okay. Just gonna have a look at the skin around your eyes, on your face, on your neck, on your shoulders. Okay. Alright then. Actually, let's have a look at your hairline. Just going to make sure that the nerve at the back of the head going into the eye is working as it should. Okay, so how many fingers? Okay. Perfect. Okay, let me know when you can no longer see my finger. Good. 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 Okay, let me know when the flashing stops. Okay, and then just a couple of cognitive tests. Just press against my hands. Perfect, and then just pull my hands. Okay. Perfect. you the results. So, this is an initial appointment, so what we'll do is we'll discuss my findings and then we will look at a solution going forward, and then we're going to retest. Okay, so I found some issues with the intestine and with the liver being in relation to that as well. I do believe that in your diet you are not absorbing the correct nutrients. There's too much fatty acids circulating in the liver. Okay, one of the main things that can help this is a higher fibre diet. And also increasing your prebiotic and probiotic intake, which is going to alleviate any possibility of a leaky gut. So we want to make sure that your gut is being fed and there are also enough microbiome in there to thrive. And then we're going to increase your fibre, which will obviously help with delivering the food to your body. It's got a number of benefits, including allowing sugar and carbohydrates to break down slower. The nutrients can be taken from them and your body is not getting spikes of sugar insulin. Okay. What's your diet like in general? Okay. Okay. Now, there was a little bit of pain in your stomach, so I'm going to refer you for a scan. Okay. It's probably nothing. Well, I know it's nothing, but more of a precaution so that, neither of us have to worry. Okay. Right. I'm just thinking if there's anything I may have missed off. Slight thinning of the hair. Okay, so we're going to have your thyroid checked. If that's alright. Okay. Lovely. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is have all of this put together for you in a pack. Okay, I'm going to email it over and you'll be able to review it and ask me any questions. And then what we'll do is we will come back and test your eyes again. Now, as a little treat for my clients, I like to do a little eye serum before you leave, okay? Just to help with any tiredness or dryness. It's just quite nice. Really lovely smell. Deep breath in and out. Okay, and in and out. Okay. Okay, see you soon. I hope you enjoyed today's ASMR video, and a very quick reminder to download Raid Shadow Legends and find me under the name ASMR August to join my clan.